Hello student, in previous video we see the advanced swing component tap pen and scroll pen. So in today's video we see the some another advanced swing components. So let's start. The learning outcome of today's video, first we see J tree and then we see J progress bar. So these two also new components which are not present in AWT. So these are the learning outcomes of today's video. So first we see the J tree component. The J tree class is used to display the tree structure data or hierarchical data. So J tree is one class in Swing package and which provide structured data or hierarchical data. The user has the ability to expand or collapse individual subtree in this display. The J-tree is a complex component. It has a root node at the topmost which is present for all nodes in the tree. So in data structure we see tree data structure. Similarly, in Java, when you arrange the component or when you arrange the files in hierarchical manner, that time there is one root node, root directory, and all others are subdirectory or subnode of the tree. It inherits mean J-tree inherits J component class. So J component class is the super class of J-tree class. Trees are implemented in Swing by the J-tree class. J-tree has many classes and interfaces associated with it. These are packaged in javax.swing.tree. So when you use the tree, that time this package is import in the program. Next, we see the constructor of J-tree class. First constructor is default constructor which not have any parameter, which create a J-tree with sample model. And second constructor of J-tree which have one parameter, object value. Simple, this parameter means we pass the array in the parameter which create J-tree with every element of the specified array as the child of new root node. Then next constructor, third constructor, J-tree which have one parameter, J node root. It is the object which create the J-tree with the specified tree node as its root, which display the root node. Next, we have one example of J-tree. So in program, first we import the javax.swing package to use J-tree class. Then second, this is very important. Second package import, we import the java x swing x tree dot default mutual tree node class. So this is one class, default mutual tree node. The use of this class is used to create the new tree node. Next we define the class. The name of the class is tree example. Then we create one object of frame, JFrame. F is the object of JFrame. Then we define the constructor of our class tree example. Next we initialize the frame. Next here, first we create the one node by using class default mutable tree node. In this class name, D is capital, M is capital, T is capital, and N is capital. This is complete is one class in this package. Style is the object of this default mutable tree node object, and the name of the node is style. So this is our root node. Here we create one new node. Then again we create another node. We create object of this class. Color is the object of this class, and the value is color. Then we create another node, font, and the value of the node is font. This is display in tree, and these are the objects. So we can also use the different name for objects and string. Then these two node, color and font node, is the sub node of style. So we add the color node into style. So style is the root node dot add color. So this line is used to add subnode, that is color node, into our root node style node. Similarly, we also add subnode, that is font, into root node style. Then we again create some subnode by using class default mutable tree node. First we create red. Red is the object, and this is the title. Similarly we create blue node. Similarly we create the black node. So one important point is default mutable tree node. This class is used to create the new node in tree. Many times in examination question is asked. Then similarly we create green node, and all these nodes are added into, all these nodes are sub node of color node. So we add the this node into color subnode. So code for this, first we write color. Color is the object dot add is the method, and red is the object of subnode. So style is our root node, and then color and font is subnode of style, and red, blue, black, green, these are the subnodes of color. Then we defined the root node jtree. Jt is equal to new tree, and in the constructor of tree we pass the root node. So by this way we define our root node. Here we only create the nodes, and the node which is passed in constructor of jtree, that node is our root node. Next we add our tree into frame. So code for this, f is the object of frame, dot add is the method, and jt is the object of our tree. Next we set the size of frame. Next we set visibility of the frame, and at last we define the main method, public static void main string arguments. Then we create one object of our class, that is tree example. So this is simple example. In this example we create one root node, that is style. Then color and font is the subnode of style, and the red, blue, black, green are the subnode of color. So output of the program is displayed like this. Here style is our root node, and in style there are two subnodes, color and font, and in color there are four subnodes, red, blue, green, black and green. So this is simple program of jtree. Remember one thing, the class default mutable tree node is used to create the new node in the tree. Next we have some MCQs. First question is dash dash class is used to create node in the tree. So options are tree node, second option default mutable node, third option default mutable tree node, and last option none. So answer of this question I many time tell default mutable tree node class used to create node in the tree. Second question, JTree class is present in which package? Options are first option java.awt, second option java.swing, third option java.awt.swing, and last option javax.swing. Answer of this question is last javax.swing. Next question is which of the following is not constructor of JTree? First option JTree in bracket parameter is tree node tn. Second option JTree in parameter vector object. Third option JTree parameter is integer value, and last option is none of the above. Answer of this question is option C, JTree parameter integer value is not a constructor of tree. So next component in Swing package is JProgressBar. So let us see JProgressBar component. The JProgressBar class is used to display the progress of the task. So simple, in many time we see this progress bar. Just example, when you copy paste some data from one location to another location in Windows, the small box is display which define the progress in percentage. That component is called as JProgressBar. It inherits JComponent class. So JComponent class is the superclass for JProgressBar. Next, we define constructors of JProgressBar class. First constructor of JProgressBar class which not have any parameter. It is used to create horizontal progress bar but not string text. So by default, the horizontal progress bar is created with no string. Second constructor of JProgressBar which have two parameters. First parameter is integer minimum value and second parameter is integer maximum value. So in many time the progress bar is start from 0 to 100%. So minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 100. We can set the minimum and maximum value according to our requirement. So the second constructor is used to create horizontal progress bar with the specified minimum and maximum value. Then third constructor of JProgressBar which have one parameter integer orientation. It is used to create the progress bar with specified orientation. It can be either vertical or horizontal by using swing constant. So there are two constant, vertical in capital and swing constant dot vertical and swing constant dot horizontal. Vertical and horizontal, these words are in capital. So these two are the constant that is passed in the third constructor. And last constructor of JProgressBar which have three parameters. First is orientation, second is minimum value, and third is maximum value. It is used to create the progress bar with specified orientation and minimum and maximum value. So these four are the constructor of JProgressBar. Next we see some common method used in JProgressBar. First method is set string painted. So this method have one parameter boolean value, either it is true or false, and this method not return any value, so the return type of this method is void. This method is used to determine whether string should be displayed or not. Second method, void set string, which have one parameter string, and this method also not have any return, not return any value. So return type of this method is void. It is used to set value to the progress string. So we can display any string by using this method in progress bar. Third method, void set orientation, which have one parameter orientation. The two constant is passed in this method, that is swing constant dot vertical and swing constant dot horizontal. This method also not return any value, so return type of this method is void. It is used to set the orientation. It may be either vertical or horizontal by the respective constant. Fourth method, set value. This method have one parameter integer value. This method also not return any value, so return type is void. It is used to set the current value on the progress bar. Next, we have one example of JProgress bar. So program for JProgress bar. First we import the Java X swing package. Next we define one class, that is progress bar example, and this class is extended with JFrame. So in this program we implement another logic. Then we create one object of JProgress bar. JB is the object of JProgress bar. Then we define two constant, I is equal to 0 and num is equal to 0, two integer constant variable. Then we define the constructor of progress bar example. Then we initialize the progress bar. JB is equal to new progress bar 0, 2000. So 0 is the minimum value and 2000 is the maximum value of JProgress bar. We use the third constructor. Then we set the set the position of JProgress bar. Then we set the value of progress bar, that is 0. Then we set the string pend. This method is used to pend the string on progress bar. So we pass through in this method. Then we add our progress bar JB into frame. Then we set the size of frame. Then we set the layout of the frame. Then we define one method, public void iterate. So here we use the while loop to display the progress bar while I is less than equal to 200. So our value of I is equal to 0. Initially it is 0 and it is up to 200. So condition for this is I is less than equal to 200. So we said JB set value is equal to I, then I is equal to I plus 20. Then we use some exception handling code, try. In try block we define thread object, thread.sleep, and also we define the catch. So this concept already we study in the Java programming in exception handling. Then we define the main method, public static void main string argument, and then we create one object of progress bar example. M is the object of progress bar example. Then we set the visibility is equal to true and we call the method. So this is simple program to display the JProgress bar. The output of program is displayed like this. This is called a JProgress bar. So one here display and the operation status is displayed here in percentage also. So this component is called a JProgress bar. Next we have some MCQs. First question is, JProgress bar is used to create a dash progress bar but not string text. So options are horizontal, second option vertical, third option both A and B, and last option is none of above. So as we see, J progress bar is used to create horizontal progress bar but not string text. So by default it creates the horizontal progress bar. So answer of this question is horizontal. Second question, J progress bar class is present in which package? So answer of options are java.awt, second option java.swing, third option java.awt.swing, last option java x.swing. So answer of this question is java x.swing. Last question, J progress bar inherits J component class. So statement is true. So answer of this question is true. Thank you.